Hey, what's up guys and gals? My name is Rick9G. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to be talking about the Munsters. If you're a Munsters fan, don't forget to look at my playlist, as well as other playlists where I focus on other classic TV shows that you're going to absolutely enjoy. In this video today, we're going to be talking about something very specific, and that's how much some of these producers and people, head honchos of the show, the Munsters, spent on about 18 seconds of footage. I'm going to get a little bit more into that. It's a little bit more nuanced than just that in itself, but I think you're going to find it fascinating. Now, the Munsters premiered on television September 1964. It aired very closely with the Addams Family, and they had a lot in common, but there was really no link between the shows. No one really copied each other. In terms of the Munsters, they spent a lot of money, a lot of their budget on things like little stunts, explosions, little things that they used to do. There was only a one camera setup for the show, and it was pretty great. Now, there were other characters in the show like Spot, who was their pet. We also have cars that the Munsters had, one of them being the Munsters coach. Now that one was actually made with not as much money as you think, not as much was put into it as you may think, which probably needs to go for another video. Let me know if you want to see that in the comments down below, or thumbs up this video to let me know. Now, in regards to the house in itself, it was almost a character. The Munsters house is very well known to many people, even to this day. And that is what we're talking about in this video. This is probably the most expensive single thing that they paid for on the show The Munsters, and that is the actual facade of the house. Now let me tell you, I've made a couple videos on the house itself, so you should check those out. I'm not going to get into all the details, but this isn't a full-fledged house. You can't just walk through that front door and go through all the rooms. This is just the exterior. In essence, it's actually a shell. What the camera sees is the only thing that's built. But in order for the home to look like this, they had to spend a little bit of money. How much money did they spend? Well, they spent over $1 million. That's a lot of money to make everything dressed up, everything from foliage to the fake cobwebs to just all the wiring, the gate out in front, the cobblestone, well, the fake cobblestone that is. A lot of this stuff is fake. It's just to look that part, to look spooky. Now, you can't say that the popularity of this only 2-season show was due to the home, because of course the acting was great, the writing was great, but the home itself was iconic. Now, how much was that in today's valuation, in today's currency? Well, $1 million comes out to $8,369,131.83. They actually spent over $8 million in today's valued currency, US dollars, to fix up this house. Now, I know a lot of you say, well, so what? They spend a lot of money on many different things for shows. That's not a lot. Well, in 1964, that's a lot of money to just spend on something that was, believe it or not, only seen for 18 seconds of every episode. It was seen for the beginning entrance or the beginning theme song where everyone would be introduced and so forth. But yes, only about 18 seconds of footage is seen, static footage of the home. You can see the trees swaying and every once in a while a few other things, but that's about it. It was a repeated footage that was used. Then later on in season 2, they had ending credits with the Munsters coach pulling in, and as well as all the Munsters family coming out and going into the home. That was around 30 seconds, so yes, you can add that, but less than a minute of footage was used, and they spent $8,300,000 on this, guys and gals. I want to know your thoughts down below. Does that number surprise you, or do you find it pretty common? For me, it's a lot of money, something that was later on no longer used. They tore down all of that in terms of all the spooky look, but they kept the house to use it for other shows, which I've discussed in other videos, so go ahead and check that out. Thank you so much for the support for this video. We'll see you next time, and don't forget, guys and gals, be hopeful. Thank you so much to my Diamond tier patrons: Citizen Kane 359, Paul T, Ricky, Gary N, David D, Sally N, Yasmin G, and Lori K. If you want to be part of the Patreon family, don't forget to take a look at the description with many exclusives that you can enjoy.